Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Josh Pizarro, born and raised in New York City. My story is different from most. After 10 years working in the post office, I realized I wasn't happy, so I decided to quit and go after my dream of becoming a real estate entrepreneur. While on my journey, I have encountered many struggles that have taught me the resilience needed in business. This is my story. Now I bring you stories from other entrepreneurs and their hustle to success. This is the JTB Podcast. What up, everybody? Welcome back to the JT Brand Podcast. Josh Pizarro here, Douglas Elliman. I know y'all so used to seeing me in a suit, but we're gonna call this the street style edition, man. I got my homie here, Jowayne. He's a designer in New York, so I'm gonna let you kind of introduce yourself to my audience, man, and say what up.
Hey, how's it going, guys? First and foremost, I really appreciate you having me here.
Yeah, man, definitely,
podcast.
man.
It's been a while. We haven't seen each other in a long time. And my name is Jowayne. I'm from the Bronx, owner of ET Sollertis clothing line, and we have a lot to talk about in this episode.
Big facts. Yo, so obviously told you a little bit about the podcast.
Yes.
And why we're here.
Congratulations on that as well.
Thank you, man. You know, we out here grinding, of course, you know, outside of the marketing and the branding. You know, it's all about getting the name out there. But, you know, I just wanted to get it to our audience, your story about like how you got into designing. Like some of the trials and tribulations that you faced, because listen, man, that's how we met.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? We've actually done
back too.
Yeah. Well, 2013?
I believe 12.
It was like 2012, 13 around there, because I remember that's when I started like really trying to design and putting the name out there. But you know, like let the audience know, like, man, how did you get into this? You know, a kid from the Bronx, like a designer.
Well, to be honest, growing up, you know, I always was into fashion.
Definitely.
You know,
typical New York kids.
Yeah, you know how we do it out here. We always want to be artistic and whatnot. But growing up with a single mom, you know, having an older brother as well, we weren't always blessed to have the latest fashion, you know, garments that were out there.
Okay.
So we used to always put in our stuff together. So, you know, we try to be a little retro early in the age, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so, you know, and then another thing that was also bad for me growing up was that I have broad shoulders and long arms. So I was always in between, you know what I'm saying?
I know the problem.
So you know exactly how that goes. But I was always in between medium and medium and large.
Medium.
You know. So some of my shirts, I say, if I buy the medium, with a little too short on the arms, buy them large, just too big. Yeah. So right after I graduated from college, you know, I actually started off with two of my buddies and.
Real quick, but let's let the audience know back then that wasn't allowed.
Nah, that wasn't. Of course not. No, man, it had to fit you. It had to. You know, it had to look perfect. So now is that, you know, we get a little bit outside the box.
Yeah.
But when I first started with two of my friends from college. We did have a clothing line named Gilded Mind.
Okay.
And you know, we did have some of our differences, and you know, not to ruin some of our friendships. I decided myself was to brand off. Yeah. You know, keep the friendship, X out the business. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes in a business game, you can't really, you know, mix business and family. You know, it's either pleasure or business. So, long story short, I was fortunate enough also to have my aunt that she worked in a factory. Okay. So we did have a few machines at home. So I started thinking to myself, I'm like, you know, I have these sources. Yeah. I have the knowledge as well too. Why not just start my own thing? I was 21 by then.
That was real Bronx to me. I said, well, how old were you?
Yeah, no. I was 22. I was about 22 years old, you know, and I started with my first project was named The Eye of the Tiger. That's when the animal print was out. Damn, okay. I remember I was in my room just thinking one time, I love denim shirts. Like, you know, you're wearing one right now. I love denim shirts.
Any day.
And for some reason, you know, I was watching a commercial of, you know, National Geographic, and I saw a tiger. So I started thinking, you know, the tiger print on a denim shirt. I'm like, that sounds very interesting. So I hit up a few of my guys, you know, Gilbert, DJ Express, you know, some of my other friends as well. Like, yo, if I make a shirt with denim sleeves, would you wear that? And I kid you not, they were ready to wear it right on the spot. Right off the spot. Like, yo, I'm here, where is it at? I'm size large, size medium, whatever the case may be. Nah, not trying to. They was really with it. So, you know, I did, you know, I took in the encouragement and I put it to life. I had a denim shirt, I cut off the sleeves, my arm, but during that time I was still working on sewing and whatnot, so my arm really helped me out with it. I made the sleeves, and when I kid you not, it came out looking dope.
Yeah.
I sent it to some of my friends, and they went insane with it. And from there, I ran with the line, man.
That's what's up, man. And it's true. Like, it's crazy you say that because you started. I'm sure you were scared as fuck.
That's not even a word, man. Like, that's an understatement.
In New York, especially, because like I know when I started my line, I didn't want to be considered corny.
No, of course not.
You don't
want
to like, even though, I didn't have that mindset of like fuck what everybody else thinks. I'm gonna do what I do.
Yeah.
But you still want to appeal to your
no,
audience.
of course,
with the not give a fuck
you want to
attitude.
stay relevant as well.
Absolutely.
That's a new thing that I've been running off with for the past few months is that no matter what lane you're on, you always want to stay relevant.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day in this business game, whether you're an artist, whether you're a designer, businessman, anything in general, we have to accept that we need the audience more than what they need us.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Attention.
So we have to stay relevant in order to, grasp on to their
But if you need
attention.
to run a successful business, you need attention.
Of course you do, 100%.
I 100% agree with
and
you.
that's a big problem with a lot of these, upcoming businessmen, women as well too. The cockiness is good at times, but you just want to be more confident and cocky because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And of course, you always want to stay humble. They coming up just thinking like, I don't need you at the end of the day, I got this.
Yeah.
But then this is not coming on.
Yeah.
So then little by little, you're not going to be relevant. Yeah. And you're just going to stay afloat.
And you're going to scare people away from wanting to work with you.
Of course.
At the end of the day, you want to be kind enough to like, people want to fuck with you. Like,
yeah, of course,
even if they don't really believe in the vision, they're like, you know what, I like him enough that I'm going to work my ass off for him or with him. You know what I mean? So,
and that's how it is. That's how, like we spoke about when we first met, that's how we really connected because I saw your grind, you saw my grind. We actually collaborated a few times as well. We just
that New York, that's that New York hustle, man. I be trying to tell people it's different out here, yo.
Yeah, of course.
And even within the hustle, like obviously you do designing, but
of course,
when I met you, you were managing Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert, DJ Express.
DJ Express.
They know him as
like, let us know how you got into a little bit of that, because I mean, obviously your network is definitely gonna build around you, around design. Well too. You know what I mean? Because people fuck with you off of your designs, but eventually you fuck with your business mind. How did that go about?
To be honest, I know Gilbert 20 plus years.
Yeah.
My best friend, so godfather. Yeah, I'm the godfather of his daughter. He got into the DJ. Well, we first started off just partying. We were one of the youngest ones in the group. I'm the youngest one actually.
Yeah.
We started off partying.
At what age?
I started off, I kid you, I was 12 years old. I used to use my brother Johan's ID and used to get into these, team bashes, 13 and over, I'm 12, look, I'm 13. Then it went to 15 and over and I went in there as well too.
For a second, I'm like 12-year-old in an adult club?
No. Like team bashes, we started with team bashes and then he got into selling tickets for CIM Productions. And I used to always roll with him. I just wanted to be part of the party.
Crazy, CIM
back in the
Productions.
days,
Jesus Christ, I remember
we going
that.
way back to early 2000s.
Wow.
So from there, he started getting involved into the DJ lifestyle because of one of his cousins. And also his cousin DJ Flipstar.
Flipstar.
No, Flipstar is his cousin, but they both started
very
DJing.
Well known, obviously, in New York.
They started at the same time because one of their older cousins, he didn't really take it, just
didn't
DJing on house parties and stuff like that.
Just making a little money.
Yeah, of course.
Hear that.
So I was always in the mix. I was always running with him, but I was always, from the two of us, no disrespect to Gilbert is mine as well too, but I was always into the numbers and stuff like that. So when he really started DJing and I was partying with him, I started representing him more in the sense when it comes to his appearance.
Okay.
So I started telling him like, hey Gil, look, we gotta, dress like
this,
this, talk like that, whatever the case may be, say a little few lines here and there.
Yeah.
So after a while, when he used to get busy behind the tables, somebody want to book him or speak to him. Oh, speak to my manager right here. Okay. So it was really more. It was easier. It was more of an oops.
Yeah.
Like,
and it'll be easier too.
Like, Jowayne, you the manager, go ahead. So I'm here rolling with it. Whatever. We take care of business. And then one day we was just sitting down. I'm going over his calendar and stuff like that. And he goes, yo, you're always in charge of my numbers. You're always in charge of my calendar.
I trust you.
Go ahead, man. You my manager.
Yeah.
And ever since
I know you're not
then,
gonna steal from me.
Of course
like,
not.
This is
of course
family,
not. Yeah,
so.
So ever since then, I just, I've been.
It's literally one of the most important keys in any business relationship is the trust factor.
Yeah, of course.
Because outside of the creativity, you could always
communication as well.
Yeah,
too, man,
100. Like you could bump heads in creativity, but as long as you have that communication and like, look, let's get over it. Let's fucking get this money. You know what I mean? Keep that New York hustle.
Yeah, you have to, man. That grind got to stay in there. You got to stay hungry too.
Facts.
Like Biggie said in one of his interviews back in the days. You got to treat your every project like it's your first project.
Facts.
Because after you start getting the fame, you start getting the buzz, whatever the case may be, you tend to fall off of that. You know what I'm saying? You
It
let's
gets your
say I'm
head.
done for. You know, you get this big bubble.
Comfortable
You know what I'm
and all
saying?
that.
But
Comfortability is a
you have to
motherfucker.
keep that hunger to continue. You know, there's really no limit. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people say the sky is the limit. I disagree with that because there's more beyond that.
View.
You know what I'm saying? There's
Should
more.
be just a view.
There's more than that. You know what I'm saying? So you reach to the sky, then what? I'm gonna stay here? No, I want to continue to go up. You know?
Or it should be, who can I get up here to the sky
Exactly.
with?
Oh no, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you gonna reach out? Who are you gonna impact and all that? Like, when you say you got that kind of grinding, you think it's a New York thing? Do you think it's a Bronx thing? Do you think it's your environment? Because I know growing up in New York City, for me, at least, like I'm an 80s kid and you growing up in the Bronx, I know what the Bronx is like. I literally, like my cousin grew up on East Tremont and Southern Boulevard in the early 90s. That's as rough as it gets, you know what I mean? Like, do you feel like you owe the Bronx to that attitude? Do you owe parenting? What you feel like you owe that to?
To be honest, I just want to say New York, period. New York, period, because
that energy here.
It's just, we're very competitive. You know what I'm saying? And
overall city.
You know, in general, because you still have, you know, the Brooklyn cats that are competitive, Queens, you know, Harlem.
And for those that are not from New York, because I do have followers that are not from New York is broken into like five boroughs. So that's what he's naming, because they're like,
everybody thinks Times Square is New York. No, there's a lot more.
By the way, I literally just did a commercial in Times Square. Because I know that's what people like. Oh, New York, Times Square. That's the first thing.
I know you've gotten it before when you know you step out of New York and they hear your accent. They hear your accent. Oh, New York. Times Square, New York. It's like saying, you know, it's like saying, we say water. They say water. You know, New York.
Car. In Boston.
Car. No, but going back to that, I really believe, like, you know, it's just New York, period. That's it. That's in our blood. You know what I'm saying?
The hustle here is real.
We hustle. Of course, you know, wherever you come from, whatever community it is, you know, it adds on to it as well as your upbringing. You know, you mention your parents, your friends, family in general. You know, it mixed in there. But I would like just to give the credit to, you know, New York, period. Because, you know, doing business with other people from outside the Bronx, you grasp onto their hustle as well. You know, we all hustle differently at the end of the day.
And then you grasp onto other ideas
of course, too. Yes, of course. You know,
no, that's how you meet
the
future business partners and stuff like that. You know, if you're not doing any sleazy shit.
No, it's true though. It's true.
So obviously you mentioned, you know, managing Gil. You have any future or any upcoming projects? Because I know we talked a little bit about
upcoming projects.
Can't really obviously go into names and shit.
We're not gonna really mention specific names and projects, but we're gonna. How can I say this so we can't really?
It's like a designer collab.
No, he actually. A lot of people don't know that. He's actually a part of the ET Sollertis team as well. ET Sollertis is the name of the clothing line, obviously. And he's in charge of the urban line. He's the face of it. You know, it's X by ET Sollertis. You know, because ET Sollertis is divided by 4 different.
It's a nice little branch.
Yeah, you know.
So it gives creativity to everybody.
Yeah, so and I like that. He's actually involved more into that with the marketing as well too. You know, just because he's the DJ and he's the face of it, he doesn't just wear his stuff. You know, he actually is there behind closed doors. Like there's times that he comes with me fabric shopping. You know, I want him to make decisions rather than just saying, whatever you want, Jowayne. Because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I'll set you up with something you may not like. You know, fuck it, it's mine, let me just wear it. No, I want you there. I want to bump heads. Like, you know, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was actually just having not an argument, I'm saying, but we was going back and forth about a project that we're going to, you know, bring out in the next few weeks. Yesterday about that, you know what I'm saying? You know, about placement, you know. Talking about I want it here, no, but he wants it there, and we're like, no, but let's see it here, let's see it there, you know what I mean? So he has hands on it, but in the sense with his music, we're actually gonna branch out to also another state. That we're doing a lot of business with more on the West Coast.
So when you branch out to these places, is it within your immediate network, or is it something that you do kind of like like a Instagram business networking?
Both. We do both. Media network, you know, media network, and we also, when we go to these places out of state, let's say let's keep it out of state, we'll network with others around as well. So like he was just in Florida. He was just in Florida. You know, we'll make sure when he goes to these places, he'll go with a team that will be out there promoting his stuff as well. So if he's gonna be, you know what I'm saying. So if he's gonna be, let's say, DJing at Dream. Not only he's going to be DJing a Dream, but we're going to have other people
out there
promoting his
what
stuff
he's
around
doing.
the area as well
That's
too.
cool.
You know, speaking to promoters,
having
speaking
the
to
street team
owners
and all
as
that.
well. And then, you know, some do reach out, others don't.
Do
but,
you
know,
hire, or is it something that you guys built within your own like 5 core friends or something?
Yes, we kept it like that. We you know.
That's smart. I mean, because
core
everybody
friends.
kind of has equity in it.
Yeah, you know,
what I'm saying?
we
So
all
it's
eating. We all eating. We all
yeah.
hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Let the audience know
and
that.
And not
That's
only
for a
not only
fact.
that, but there are some friends, you know, that they would say that they will be a part of it and do their part.
Okay.
Or whatever, you know, you give them a task to do. They won't do it, but no disrespect to them. You know, we don't need you for that. We're still friends at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's
But
just you can't
we'll
mix you
call
in the
you when
business side of things.
when we're gonna party. Like, you know, I just can't mix you with the business
Yeah, you
side
can't fuck
because
up
you
the
know,
thing.
of course,
No,
not,
I
you know what
get
I mean,
it.
we gotta keep it flowing. So
Yeah, nah, I agree.
yeah, you know, we do have, you know, other connections out here with other big companies as well. Here we were speaking about before. You know, he's been doing events for the Knicks, for the Rangers, you know, the Liberties as well. And
That's cool as hell,
we
man.
continue from there. You know, we just we don't only want to keep it
You don't want to
club
just keep
lifestyle.
it
You know what I'm saying? You know
lifestyle,
what I mean? You know, especially a lot of upcoming DJs are coming up too. So what he's been doing as well too, teaching these DJs the business side of the game as well. Because a lot of people don't understand. There's a
They
business
actually
side
know
for
how to-
everything.
yeah, for
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta know how to brand
everything.
yourself.
Of course.
Social media marketing, the whole nine. Are you guys? So let me ask you guys: are you guys heavy into like branding and marketing, like, you know, the video content
Of
and
course,
documenting?
of course, you know, we do have a videographer as well that follows him to these big events as well.
Nice.
You know, chop it up, put it out there for let's say whatever future events we have going on as well. And like, you know, when we do business,
marketing,
yeah, of course,
see it, like, look,
of
this
course,
is what my guy's done.
exactly.
Look what his audience looks
rather
like.
than just go, you know, just go listen to his music.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what people want
Everybody
to
can
see
do
too, they want to see visuals. You know what I'm saying? Who is this person behind the turntables?
Yeah.
Or behind the clothes?
And what even like what kind of like audience engagement he gets?
Everyone.
Because like you can
Everyone.
have 1,000 people, but if you're not an engaging DJ,
Everyone,
like,
we don't
who
close
fuck
the
is
doors.
listening?
We
We're
don't
just listening to your
we don't
music,
close
man.
the doors to anyone. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
awesome.
Everyone is out there. You know what I mean? Spanish, hip hop, you know.
Yeah, you touch all bases. EDC,
techno, EDC, all of that. Yeah, he's
dude,
getting
I've
into
seen
all of
those
that.
EDC
Yeah.
crowds. I went to Vegas.
That's
in
not easy,
February.
bro, I'm not
That's
gonna lie.
insane.
You know, Vegas is coming up soon. This is one of the
Oh yeah, no, I mean that
people
should
we branching
be,
out with. You know what I'm talking about?
Listen, if you're
we
trying
spoke
to,
about it.
Yeah, listen, if you're trying to brand a DJ, if you're not, if you got to get something.
You got to get out your
Vegas.
comfort zone.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You got to get
hell
out
yeah.
your comfort zone. So.
And not only that, but like it's like you said, coming from New York, we actually have somewhat a brand with that swag alone.
Of course,
you know what I mean? Like
of course.
in Cali, they fuck with New York. You
Of
know what I'm
course,
saying? Or
of
like,
course, you
they
know.
want that audience, or
Trust
they want
me,
that
trust me.
different.
That's what Sollertis.
difference,
That's
yeah,
where
you know?
Sollertis is going next. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's one of the future projects.
I always say I
want
want to be bi-coastal, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Miami, LA.
A few months here, a few
all that
months
good
there.
stuff.
You
Yeah,
know,
man, listen, that's what this world is about, bro.
there's
You
a lot
can't
of
be in this
connections
bubble.
out there and a lot of opportunities in California, man. A lot of people really believe that
There's
you gotta
opportunity
come-
in your phone.
you got to come to New York to make it. It's not true,
It's
man.
not true.
It's not really true. Like I appreciate it because you know,
No,
you make
it's
it in New
dope.
York, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah,
but
it's great, but not anymore. Not
Then-
with technology.
no, of course not.
Yeah,
Technology's
nah,
taking this to another level.
I can talk to somebody from Cali via my phone right now.
Yeah.
If I wanted to go there and perform
And
and say,
yeah.
hey, this is me, this is my music, this is what I do.
Mhm.
Can I perform at your fucking club for free?
Because
And
again,
I-
what I'm saying is all visuals.
Yeah,
you know,
it's all
rather
visual,
than just
dude.
hearing.
It's
Because you
all
know,
visual.
if I can see you're marketable, let's do business.
Absolutely,
You know what I
man,
mean? So-
absolutely. Man, I don't know if you have anything left that you want to say. Any future projects that you want to speak about outside of that?
yeah,
outside of the collabs.
Of course. When it comes to the Sollertis part, you know, I did take a few months off to take care of personal things.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people have been
Personal.
reaching out. Yeah, personal.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of
man.
people have
Life
been
don't
reaching
stop. People
out.
don't
No, of
realize
course
that
not.
too,
You know,
man.
people don't understand that too. You know, they're like, oh no, we want you there 24/7.
Yeah, they think
Yeah.
success is like a straight
No,
arrow.
you know,
Hell nah.
and especially you know what we always spoke about too. In order to make it, you got to go through a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Even personally.
Sometimes you got to accept the facts too that you can't always survive in whatever's going on
Mm-hmm.
in your life and also in the personal lifestyle too. So, you know, unfortunately, I had to take care of a few things this year, but you know, I'm grateful that a lot of people's been reaching out to me.
Making sure that everything's
You know,
good.
making sure things are good and want to see what's going on with the brand. But you know,
Yeah.
we coming back out hard. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And like,
Gotta make
I
sure.
really feel like this time off that I took off
Yeah,
really needed it.
yeah.
Not only, you know, for the creative side, but in the business sides too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
you
I
gotta
learned a
learn a
lot.
lot.
I
Hell
learned
yeah.
a lot. You know, I had a lot of time to read.
I took that
You
moment
know,
last year
yeah,
myself.
you know, and well, look where you at now.
Yeah,
so
yeah, nah.
it paid off.
Take
You know
some
what I'm
time,
saying?
man.
So
And appreciate my guys, 3 Lens
No,
Media.
of
I'm always
course,
gonna
of
say
course,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Because
Of
it's the team.
course.
It's a team aspect.
I actually had to learn the hard way to build a team, you know what I mean? Because when I first started, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started, I was very, very,
in your way.
you know what I'm saying? Like, everything had to be me.
No, me. I think
I
everybody.
want to cut and sew, I want to create, I want to sell, I want to market, I want to do everything.
You want to do everything. You want it to be all octopus legs.
It doesn't work like that. I'm not. I mean, if you can do it, then by all means, kudos to you.
Please name me one person.
I hate listening out from the top of the head. I probably got to do my research. I got to go
You
to Google.
Listen,
But
you can't.
at the end of the day, you do need a team behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You actually do need a team behind you. And I'm grateful for my team. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out Liz Mergy. Shout out Argenis.
Yeah,
shout out
those
Manny.
guys.
Shout out, Gilbert, DJ Express. But at the end of the day, that's my team with ET Sollertis right now. Leslie as well.
Yeah.
You know, she's actually from the area.
Down here?
Yeah, she's from out here. I got to link up with her. Yeah, shout out to Leslie. And without them, ET Sollertis wouldn't be out here right now. You know what I'm saying?
Big
And we
facts.
have a lot of projects coming out. Tune in for February. We working for a fashion week as well too.
And definitely leave the social media
No,
handles
of course,
too.
of
We're gonna definitely
course,
put
of
all that
course.
up
Yeah,
there for
we
you as
definitely
well.
want to say, you can follow us on Instagram, which is spelled ET_SOLLERTIS, ET Sollertis,
We're gonna put that right there.
We're going to put it here. And, I appreciate you having me here.
Yo,
man,
it's
always
been
a
too
pleasure.
long.
Yeah,
It's
man,
been
we
too
gotta
damn long. We gotta stay
contact,
up for
man,
sure.
Of course,
And I'm gonna be paying attention for those projects for a fact.
Of course. I got your direct line too, so
Yeah,
it's like
absolutely.
we're not strangers, man. We've been doing this. We've been to Miami. We did this.
Yeah, that was fun.
A lot of fun.
Interesting, but
A
fun.
lot
It
of
was fun.
fun.
Please, as always, share, comment.
Definitely.
All right.
Of course, he's
Peace
here.
out.
It's easy to think you famous, it's harder to work for greatness. These kids nowadays give prevalence to the latest. So if the party started 8ish, I'm coming like next Tuesdays.